What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And we're working on the Chevy Express van again. Again, this is a 2007 Express like passenger coach van. And we're going to be doing front wheel bearings on this. This is a rear-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive model, but this is the rear-wheel drive. So we're going to be taking brakes off to do this. You got to disconnect all of your wheel speed sensor stuff, but we'll do that for last. I'm going to start with the brakes. Once I get the brakes off, I can kind of let you hear what it sounds like because I got it turned. It's at a little bit more of a bind. I'm going to be leaving the caliper on the bracket, just taking the whole bracket assembly off. And you don't have to worry about the pads and retorquing the piston, the caliper slide pins. First thing I am going to do though is remove this 10mm on top. This gives you a lot of extra wiggle room. As you can see, this is a lot of snow and salt on here. As I stated in the rear video, rear brakes, we had a lot of snow. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Is for your wheel speed sensor, just so I have a little bit more maneuverability. And to be honest, let's go ahead and just pop these off. It should come with all these, so I'm just going to pop them. And I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm up in this area. Pop that one out. And we'll go ahead and pop the actual connector out. Just use trim tool, pull it back. And that is your connector right there. And all of that is already out of the way, so we ain't gotta worry about it. Next, we're going with an 18mm. Come on, get on there. Still have my 15 on there, not my 18. Okay. Oh, these are really tight. Try to loosen them with my ratchet first, just in case there's any like binding or stripping or something that I can feel. I'd rather stop at that point. Okay, don't feel anything. I'd rather stop at that point rather than risk stripping the bolt out. Pull on it a little bit, but it does, it helps the brake. It helps pull these back a little bit. Come on. Let me get this rotor off and I'll show you exactly what this thing sounds like. Okay. Now if you're doing brakes, it'd be a perfect time to do them too. But listen. She should not sound like that. And it shouldn't spin that freely. You should have 3 15mm, 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. The one on top, put a little bit of an extension on your ratchet, just so you can clear the ball joint nut and stud. There's one. haven't looked up the torque spec to this yet, so I don't know what torque specs are on any of this yet. And just like the rear brakes, I'm filming this while I'm doing rear brakes. I'm waiting on parts for this too. You can see how it kind of hits. I don't know if y'all can or not, but it kind of hits steel. But it should be enough to get it out. Once you break it loose, this one threads out pretty easy. I don't know if yours is going to be doing that. If you live up north, you're probably about to hate me. I'm going to move y'all back around. So like I was saying, if you live up north, you deal with a lot of rust and stuff, you're probably about to hate me because that's how easy that wheel bearing come out. This is an 07 and it only has 99,000 miles on it. And wheel bearing is out. Remember which way your dust shield goes. This is passenger side, so it goes like this. I'm always lay mine down on the ground which way they go. But again, should not sound like that. But I'm going to clean up inside of here, clean the face off a little bit, get any dirt and grime and debris out. Just makes things go in a lot easier. So now I'm just waiting on parts. Probably eat me some lunch real quick because it is right about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So we'll deal with that when I come back. We are back and I cleaned up the knuckle right here, as you can see. And now we're going to go ahead and start putting the new one in. Got a Precision, got it from O'Reilly's, not a sponsor, so we got it from 515054. It is a Precision, has a better warranty than the Master Pro, and I'm not a big Master Pro fan. See, that's what it should sound like, not like that other one. I'm going to be putting some of this orange thread locker on here. It's from Permatex, not a sponsor, but this is the high strength removable. I normally just put like a little line of it right there, and it will go through all the threads as you spin it on. Do not forget your brake shield, dust shield. And it goes on a specific way. We're going to take one of the bolts. And kind of hold it with my chest, make sure it's going in right. Get on, get through there. Alright, that one's started. I'm just going to thread it in with my fingers until I can't get any more on there. And I got it just a little loose to where I can wiggle it if I need to. And you got the second one going in. Same thing, just enough to where you can still wiggle the dust shield so you can make sure you get your bolts in. And third one. Sometimes you have to wiggle them to get them to start. Okay, it's going in. Alright, bottom out with my fingers. And there we go. Now we're going to torque this bad boy down. They torque to 133. Okay. Now we're going to put our rotor back on. Use a lug nut just to hold it for us. And we're making sure dust shield doesn't rub, which it doesn't. Now we're going to put the brake caliper assembly on. The bolts torque to 123 foot-pounds. We're putting a little bit of thread locker on the bolts of those two. So I'm using blue on these, not the orange. Like I said, 123. Double check them. Let's turn it back straight for a second. Put bracket back on top. That bolt is very easy to break off from the knuckle. Do not ever tighten that. Ice is falling all over the floor. Nail. That on. We're going to take these off. I don't want to risk breaking this one coming out. So I'm going to pop that one off real quick. Get up here for a second. There. One goes up. Oh. And make the connection. Come on, get in there. And going in. Oh, there it goes. There should be another hole here. Where are you? Alright. Viola. There we go. Now all we gotta do is just put a tire on and take it for a test drive. But this is putting wheel bearing on one of these, hub assembly, whatever you want to call it. Pretty simple. Just 3 bolts for the wheel bearing, 2 for that, and then your connector. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section. I'll get to them as soon as possible. If you got a way of doing them quicker, let us know too. Always help out. Follow, like, subscribe as well if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, let me know why. I got 400 other videos or more. Check those out. You might find something you do like. And I do answer questions pertaining to all makes and models, not just these. So hit me up on Instagram. I'll get to those as soon as possible too. And we're getting closer to that 10,000 mark, people. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. If you saw the last video, it tells you what I'm actually doing with the giveaway. So check it out. And for anybody who would like to help support that cause, you're more than welcome to. I'll put my Cash App and Venmo and stuff like that in the description down below too. So let me know if y'all want to contribute to that, to help out new and upcoming techs and stuff. I mean, it'd be greatly appreciated. But until next time, y'all know what I say. Torque this tight. Have a great day.